In this video, I'm going to share the exact strategy that I use to get 50 leads, 18 sales appointments with just £300 in ad spend in a 30-day period. My name is Luke Watkins and I run Social Flow. We help our clients scale their monthly revenue by installing marketing systems that get more leads and convert more sales. This is a video about my client Max's results. He's a property sourcer based in South Wales. And I started working with Max last year. He came to me with the goal of increasing his monthly revenue by finding more investors to work with him on a one-to-one basis, so people to buy his property deals and people to find bespoke deals for. Before working together, Max had a really basic website. He'd post the odd social media post, but he was relying really heavily on word of mouth. And Max had a really great product, he had a good offer, and he had clients that were happy, but he just didn't have a way of actually scaling his business. And that's what we've installed in the last 12 months of working together. So just to show you, this is a month of running ads for Max. So this is a 30-day period, and I can show you the real results. If anyone ever tries to run ads for you and they won't show you the actual campaign, then don't believe them, because it's easy to edit screenshots or Photoshop or use AI. So this is a genuine ad account. You can see the last 30 days, 4th of December to the 2nd of January, we spent just under £300. We got 50 leads, and the leads were £5.99 per lead. And of these leads, we managed to get 18 people to book one-to-one sales appointments. And the other leads who haven't booked appointments, they're in our nurture sequence. So that's basically a sequence designed to get them to book appointments in the future. So that is a cost of £5.99 per lead and £16.61 per appointment. And bearing in mind, Max is a property deal sourcer, so each one of these leads could be worth a few £1,000s in revenue, and they could be repeat customers as well. So this strategy that I'm going to share with you now works insanely well for high ticket services. So I've helped people in the trade industry like electricians, builders, I've helped estate agents, I've helped coaches and mentors, and even like creative agencies like video editors and stuff like that. But also people in the property industry looking for people to buy deals or investors to work with them and things like that. So most people I speak to think that boosting Facebook posts or Instagram posts is the same as running a Facebook ad campaign. And unfortunately, unless your goal is to get more views, then boosting posts is a complete waste of money on its own anyway. So this is the strategy that I use to run campaigns for my clients such as Max. So if you can imagine, just look at this one for now. So this box here, if you can imagine, within each ad we have a campaign, and then within each campaign we have an ad set. So you can have multiple ad sets in a campaign, and you can have multiple ads within an ad set. So if you see here, this is the campaign, this is the ad set. So we've got one campaign, we've got one ad set, and we've got two ads running currently within that one ad set. So that would look like exactly like this. So you have the one campaign, this is our one ad set, and then these are our two different ads within that ad set. So that's how our campaign is structured. Now, I typically suggest about £20 a day if you're just starting Facebook ads, and then you can scale as you sort of find your feet. And what we do with our kind of campaign is we have two different campaigns running at the same time. Now, the first campaign is going to be all about engagement, and the second campaign is actually going to be your conversion, trying to get leads. So as you can see, of our £20 a day budget, most of our budget will go towards our engagement ads. Now, these engagement ads are typically going to be videos that are designed to find new potential leads. So the whole idea behind these engagement ads is to get new people to discover who you are, to start trusting you, to figure out whether it's for them or not. And you can solve their problems and all sorts of things. But this is where your organic content is going to come into play. If you're already doing well posting organic content, making these kind of ads is going to be really easy for you. That's not to say if you're not posting content that you can't work, because most of my clients weren't posting content before working together. So that's just something to bear in mind. Video ads are going to be working really well here, and I'm going to go over in a sec the different types of ads that you can actually do. And then what we also have then is conversion ads, and what this is these ads are separate to these ads, and what we can get, so say we've got 4 videos here, we can actually, Facebook's quite advanced, and we can target people who've watched a certain percentage of that video. So let's say we target people who've watched, excuse my writing, I'm using a mouse. We can target people who've watched 75% of our video. So let's say we have a 60-second video. If they've watched 45 seconds, they get put into this little bucket here of people. And what we can do with our conversion ads then is, let's say we get 1,000 views on our ads, and 200 people have watched 75% of our video. Then that group of people we can show only these ads to. So they'll be seeing these ads, and then when they watch a certain percentage, we then start showing them these ads. And the good thing about this is these ads, we can make it so that no other people are actually seeing these. So only people who have watched our video are going to be seeing these ads. And the reason we do that is, after they've seen a few videos, maybe we're running 2-4 videos, maybe they've followed you on social media, they go and look at your website and things like that, they've built up a lot more trust, and they feel like they know you a little bit now. So now we can start making offers or going down different angles, which are actually going to get them to convert into leads. So maybe, let's say you're a builder. On these ads, you're just showing different transformations of jobs you've done, and potentially you are showing behind the scenes of how you do a certain job and how it all came together. And then people who are interested, we still target by location, but people in your area who have watched 45 seconds of a 60-second video, we then show them a static image which says get a free quote today. And what that's going to do is make sure that we're not wasting our money, because if we were to spend £20 a day on just the conversion ads, but the people had never seen us before, they were completely cold, what that's going to do is just waste a lot of money. We'd still probably pick up a few leads from this, but it's going to be not as good for our budget. And that's how we're getting these really low cost per lead for high ticket services, is because our ads are using this strategy, they're performing really well. So if I come down here and just show you the bigger picture, these ads are made for sort of views, followers. We get some leads from these because we still send them to our website, and DMs as well. So in Max's case, although we can only track through Facebook the 50 leads that came here, I know for a fact he's had at least 10 people follow him, and he's spoke to them through Instagram or Facebook Messenger, and they've actually gone in to book an appointment with him that way. So you're actually getting more leads than even Facebook's telling you through this method. And then these ads, then they're designed for leads or booked appointments. And this is, I primarily work with service-based businesses. Obviously, if you run an e-commerce business or something like that, you can make sales through these ads. But I don't deal with those type of businesses. Now, ads are 99% creative. So gone are the days where targeting really matters. If your ad creatives are made for the right people, they will be seen. The only thing I really use for targeting now is the location, like I mentioned earlier. So I'm just going to go through a few different ad formats that we can use. And when I say ad creative, I basically mean the video or the image or the carousel, which is a collection of images. And that's all an ad creative is, really. So this is where our content piece comes in. I don't think you need to become an influencer doing stupid dances on social media, but content that's made in the right way is incredibly effective for advertising. And it starts with knowing who your target avatar is. I'll go through that in a separate video, but if you know exactly who you're talking to, as I mentioned up here, we have different angles. So imagine you are, again, we'll go with the builder angle, and we're selling kitchens. One angle might be space in the home, so there's not enough space. So that's an angle, a pain point that we're going to be talking about in the videos. And the other angle might be that your kitchen's really old and you like to entertain people or something like that, and it's making you embarrassed. So there are two different angles that we can use in our videos and in our hooks. Okay, so just going through the ad formats now, there's all different types, and you can kind of mix and match these. There's no right and wrong. So you've got before and after. So this works really well for trades and construction and things like that, or cosmetic stuff. So we've got a kitchen before and after. They're super effective ads, and you can often, with trades, you don't actually need to do the strategy above quite so much. You'll pick up a lot of leads just by showing really nice before and after videos or images, and they're really good. The other one is you've got comparison with other brands or other ways of doing things or other products. So you might have, if you're a personal trainer, you might have like working with me versus going to the gym on your own. Or if you're a property sourcer, you might have working with us versus trying to find properties on your own, something like that. These are really good on static ads because they're quite visual. You can show the features and benefits of working with you versus us versus them. But also you can use that on a video ad as well. The next ones, which are really, really good, are case studies or results explained. So this might be behind the scenes footage of you talking to a customer or something like that. It's not quite a testimonial because this is more of like a storytelling ad. So these often work a lot better on videos, but I have seen people use like carousel ads where it's like a social media post almost, and it's like here's how I helped X person lose X pounds in 50 days or whatever it is. And if you can get a lot of sort of their story in it, almost like imagine if you're filming a documentary about the case study or result, that's going to be really effective. The next one, which is quite similar, is the process or behind the scenes. Now, in a lot of industries, like people find this quite interesting. So this is e-commerce, like packaging and things like that. But it works well actually in like property. So how you actually go about doing things, especially in like construction trades. Or if you're like a coach or a mentor, people like to see how you work with your clients and things like that. And these are really nice ways of kind of getting people to watch videos and find out more about your business and your offer. And we can also use different angles on these as well. So where I've got these ones in the grey colour, these can kind of be used for both strategies of engagement or conversion. They all can be used for any, but the orange ones are going to be more effective for conversion. So your testimonials, there's no point really showing a testimonial unless it really calls out a specific problem or pain point. Like, I can't believe I just work with these people and fix my back pain. Maybe you could use that as an engagement piece, but this is going to be more after they know who you are a little bit. You post a testimonial and then say, book a call or buy now. UGC means user generated content. So this is kind of like your organic social media stuff that influencers would create and things like that. We've also got trends as well. So maybe your stupid TikTok dances, not quite, but you have memes or trends and things like that. These can work really well for engagement, just getting people to find out about who your brand are. Have a look for the trends. Have a look at Currys on Instagram, the like electronics store. They're really good at doing this type of content where it's like quite funny. Doesn't exactly sell this stuff like in the sense of go and buy our new computers, but they sort of are building their brand off humour and things like that. Same with Aldi as well. Next, you've got static ads or offers. So these are like your typical classic ads that you might see in a newspaper or something like that. So these are going to work really well for the conversion part. So you might have things like fall asleep faster with Headspace, that sort of thing. Quite basic. It's probably not going to work if they've never heard of you or whatever before. However, you can get in, the pain points and the headlines and things in there. Same with that. People can see your ads on TV for $50 a day. Those sort of things. And finally, you've got like the talking head type video. So this is kind of like the podcast style, or you just sat there talking to camera. This is going to work really well if you're like a coach or anything like that. This is going to work really well for you. So here's an example of one of my clients. You can see a few different types of ads here. So this one, you can just see it says, oh my gosh. So with this one, we had a bit of a customer reaction. So that would fall into kind of the case study or result explain bracket. This ad performed really, really well. I think this one we did like a behind the scenes process video. That worked really well. And then this one you can see the before and after, and that just worked amazing as well. So you can see different types of ads in action for different industries there. Now, I've just given you the process I go through to generate leads using Facebook ads. That's kind of only half the battle. What would happen if I were to send your business 50 leads in the next month? So would you be able to actually handle it? This graph shows how much more likely a lead is to convert into a sale based on response time from you as the business owner, or if you have a salesperson. As you can see, if you respond within 1 minute, you're 391% more likely to close that sale. And that might be like quite a shocking stat, but if you respond to them in a day, like if you take 24 hours to respond, you're way less likely to make that sale. So what this shows us is the faster that you can respond to a lead, the more likely you are to convert that lead into a sale. So are you actually equipped to reply to each lead right away? And what happens if you're busy working, say you're out doing a job? A lot of my clients are solo business owners or don't have a salesperson. What if you're asleep? What if you're on holiday or doing something with your family? You're going to be losing out on so much potential sales, even if you've done the hard part of getting the leads interested. Okay, so we can't just leave this to chance. You're literally throwing sales away. But luckily, there's a really simple way to fix this. And that's by installing a marketing system. And what that does is connect your website or landing page to your Facebook ads account. And then we have automated lead response. So we turn the leads into booked appointments or quotes. And then we also have appointments and quotes automations. So this gets the leads prepared for the sale. So obviously everyone knows what a website is. The only thing I'd say on a website is if your website is, first of all, not connected to automations like this, then it's not going to be a very good sales asset for you. And second of all, if you're not actually generating any leads organically through the website, what's the point in you having it? Unless you're a restaurant where people can just look at the menu, or you just want to use your website as an information board. Your website should, yes, give people information, show your testimonials, show your recent work, because that builds trust. But also it needs to be generating leads organically. You paid for the website or you spent the time to build it. You need the website to be a sales asset for your business. Okay, so that's the website piece. I'm not going to go into detail on what to do on a website in this video, but I will show you some of the automations that we have running. So what we've got is this is just Max's account. So you can see it's been 3 days in January. It's the 3rd today. We've had 5 new leads come in, and Max has had 1,000 people view his funnel. And then if we come into his automations here, we've got loads of different automations set up. but I'll just show you, for example, the appointment bookings. So when someone books an appointment, what we do is we send out emails which remind people when their appointment is, and you can see here 4 people have got appointments in the next 24 hours because they've got that email reminder. Then what we've also got is like when people fill out an application, they'll basically get added to the CRM system. I'm not going to show you Max's CRM right now, but essentially what we've got is instant follow-ups with people. So when they book an appointment, they're getting an email and a text message off Max. When they become a lead off Facebook, they're getting an email and a text straight away as well. These automations are like super powerful if you are a solo business owner, you're trying to scale, but obviously time is an issue if you're on your own. So all of these things play a part in essentially getting the results that we're getting. And although yes, you can have the best strategy in the world and you can copy this strategy exactly, what you are not going to do is close many sales if you don't have the systems in place. The system that we use is the Social Flow system. It connects Facebook ads up, so all the leads from Facebook come in. Facebook Organic connects your Instagram account, and then we can also manually upload leads, and you have a pipeline, you have your booking system on there, and you have all your automations, and the website and funnels are built in as well. So if you like what you hear today, you think the strategy would work for your business, or you just want to find out a little bit more about the system that I build, the Facebook ad strategy and how it might work for your business, I'm offering everyone a free demo call. So I will basically go through everything one-to-one with you. You get to ask any questions you want. If that sounds good, just click the button below, book your free call, and I'll hopefully be speaking to you on the call.